They say New Year's Day was about celebration and fresh starts, but for our grandparents, it was something else entirely. 20 foods so carefully chosen, they guaranteed prosperity, health, and luck for the entire year ahead. Picture this. It's January 1st, 1952. Your grandmother's in the kitchen before dawn. Black-eyed peas simmering, collard greens waiting, pork roasting slowly. Every dish chosen for a reason. Every ingredient carrying promise. Cupboard nearly bare after Christmas? You still made these foods, because missing them meant courting bad luck for 12 months. These weren't just recipes. These were traditions passed down through generations. Irish immigrants, German settlers, Southern families, Greek communities, all believing food controlled fate itself. Church ladies documented these customs. Family Bibles preserved these rules. Immigrant grandmothers guarded these secrets. Today, I'm taking you back. When cooking wasn't about Instagram, it was about guaranteeing good fortune. Stay with me. These 20 forgotten recipes reveal how America really welcomed each new year. Number 1. Hoppin' John. When midnight struck and grandmothers needed one dish to guarantee prosperity, they turned to a humble combination that Southern families believed controlled wealth itself. Black-eyed peas and rice. That's it. January 1st, 1948, Savannah, Georgia. Every kitchen making the same dish. Martha Washington Brown made her first Hoppin' John as a bride. January 1923, Charleston, South Carolina. Grandmother teaching her the rule. Eat peas on New Year's, count coins all year. Miss it, face poverty. Martha sorted dried black-eyed peas the night before, checking for stones. Morning of January 1st, she soaked them in cold water. She fried salt pork in her cast-iron skillet until fat rendered golden. Added peas, rice, water. Simmered until peas softened and rice absorbed everything. Steam rose, carrying promise of prosperity. During Depression years, Hoppin' John meant hope. Peas representing pennies. Rice symbolizing abundance. Salt pork meaning survival through hard times. One dish promising better days. Brown peas nestled in white rice. Grease glistening on surface. Smell of pork fat and field peas. Taste didn't matter. Symbolism did. Martha's Hoppin' John fed 4 generations every January 1st. Her children eating it. Their children continuing tradition. Peas for pennies becoming family law. Every bite carried message. Eat humble food on first day. Enjoy abundance all year. Luck lives in legumes. Prosperity simmers in simple pots. Number 2. Pork and sauerkraut. Midnight arrived, and Pennsylvania Dutch families needed proof that progress was coming, so they served meat that moves forward with cabbage representing prosperity. Pork roast. Fermented cabbage. German tradition promising forward motion. January 1st, 1955, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Every farmhouse smelling of this same combination. Heinrich Mueller roasted his first New Year's pork in January 1891, Berks County. Grandfather explaining, pigs root forward, chickens scratch backward. Eat pork, move forward. Eat chicken, go backward. Sauerkraut's long strands meaning long life. Heinrich seasoned pork shoulder with salt the night before. January 1st morning, he placed it in roasting pan. Spread sauerkraut around meat, juice soaking into cabbage. Roasted slow for hours. Fat rendered, meat felt tender. Kraut caramelized brown at edges. Smell filled farmhouse with promise. During World War I rationing, this meal meant hope. Pork representing progress despite hardship. Sauerkraut meaning preservation through crisis. Combination promising better times ahead. Faith roasting at 325 degrees. Golden brown pork surrounded by bronze sauerkraut. Steam rising with vinegar tang. Tender meat pulling apart. Tangy cabbage softened sweet. Muller's tradition spread through German communities. Church suppers serving it. Neighbor families sharing the belief. Forward-rooting pork becoming Pennsylvania Dutch law. Every bite carried message. Direction matters even in food. Progress tastes like pork and tang. New Year moves forward, never backward. Number 3. Collard greens with pot liquor. Before anyone touched celebratory foods, Southern grandmothers served greens so specifically prepared that the cooking liquid itself predicted the year's wealth. Collard greens simmered with pork. Green leaves representing dollar bills. Pot liquor cooking liquid representing liquid wealth. January 1st, 1949. Atlanta, Georgia. Every black family making this same pot. Before 1949, Sunday greens could be discarded liquid, leaves eaten alone. After January 1st tradition solidified, pot liquor must be consumed for wealth. Throw it away. Throw away money. Bessie Mae Johnson cooked her first New Year's greens in January 1932, Birmingham, Alabama. Mama teaching her, greens are dollars, pot liquor is gold. Drink every drop or stay poor. Bessie stripped collard leaves from thick stems, washed them 3 times. She boiled ham hocks in water for an hour, added whole collard leaves, pressed them down, simmered for 3 hours. Greens turned dark, soft, silky. Ham hocks fell tender. Liquid turned bronze green, rich with pork fat and minerals. During Depression, pot liquor meant survival. Greens providing vitamins when nothing else available. Liquid full of nutrients. Every drop too precious to waste. Poverty creating reverence for cooking water. Dark green leaves swimming in bronze liquid. Steam rising with mineral smell. Silky greens melting soft. Pot liquor tasting of pork and earth. Bessie's pot liquor rule spread through churches. Women teaching daughters. Waste liquid, waste wealth. Drinking it becoming sacred act. Fortune simmered in that bronze water. Every sip carried message. Wealth hides in what others throw away. Green represents money only if you consume everything. Luck lives in liquid gold. Would you drink the pot liquor or throw it away? Drop a comment. I'm reading every one. Number 4. Black-eyed peas with onions. When families needed the simplest luck guarantee possible, they turned to peas so humble that counting them before eating became a fortune-telling ritual itself. Black-eyed peas, onions, nothing else needed. January 1st, 1956, Jackson, Mississippi. Grandmothers teaching children to count peas on forks. Rosa Lee Williams counted her first peas in January 1928, Natchez. Grandmother's rule, count 365 peas, guarantee 365 lucky days. Count wrong, luck runs out early. Rosa soaked dry peas overnight in cold water. January morning, she diced onions fine. Boiled peas in fresh water with salt. Added onions last 10 minutes. Peas softened until tender, but still held shape. Onion sweetness cut earthiness. Steam rose carrying year's promise. During hard times, counting peas meant control. Life feeling chaotic, this one ritual bringing order. Each pea representing one day, eating slowly, counting carefully. Control living in legumes. White peas with black eyes staring up. Onions melted translucent. Smell of earth and sweetness. Each pea looking like coin, like day, like chance. Rosa's counting tradition spread through family. Children learning to count peas before eating. Grandchildren continuing ritual. Mathematics of luck passed down. Every counted pea carried message. Pay attention to small things. Luck lives in details. Future counts one day, one pea, one careful bite. Number 5. Roast pork with apples. Midnight passed, and German-American families served meat crowned with fruit so specifically that the combination itself promised both progress and sweetness ahead. Pork roast, Apples. German belief merging progress with promised sweetness. January 1st, 1947. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Every German household roasting the same combination. Frederick Schneider roasted his first New Year's pork in January 1903, Germantown, Pennsylvania. Father explaining. Pig roots forward into New Year. Apples represent abundance and sweet times. Together, unstoppable. Frederick rubbed pork shoulder with salt, pepper, caraway seeds. He cored apples, left them whole. Placed pork in roasting pan, surrounded it with apples. Roasted slow for 4 hours. Pork fat rendered into apples. Fruit softened, caramelized, became golden. Meat fell tender. Kitchen filled with sweet savory promise. During Depression years, apples meant hope. Progress and sweetness combined. Pork moving forward. Fruit promising sweet destination. One roast containing dual promise. Faith browning at 325 degrees. Golden pork surrounded by collapsed apples. Steam rising with cinnamon meat smell. Tender meat pulling apart. Apples melted into sweet sauce. Frederick's tradition survived 3 generations. Sons roasting it, grandsons continuing. Forward motion meeting sweetness, becoming family law. Every bite carried message. Progress needs sweet destination. Movement without joy means nothing. New Year roots forward into sweetness. Number 6. Cornbread with cracklings. When Southern families needed visible proof of coming wealth, they baked bread so golden it represented coins themselves, with pork cracklings promising the meat wouldn't run out. Cornmeal, cracklings fried pork skin. Gold color representing money. January 1st, 1951. Memphis, Tennessee. Every kitchen baking golden promise. Before 1951. Regular cornbread acceptable year-round. After Depression scarcity, January 1st cornbread must contain cracklings. No pork meant bad luck brewing. Lucille Thompson baked her first New Year's cornbread in January 1936, Delta, Mississippi. Grandmother teaching. Gold bread brings gold coins. Cracklings mean meat lasts all year. Lucille mixed white cornmeal with buttermilk, eggs, salt. She stirred in cracklings crispy pork skin pieces. Poured batter into hot cast iron skillet greased with bacon fat. Baked until top turned deep golden brown. Cracklings created crispy pockets. Crust formed dark and crunchy. Smell of corn and pork fat filled kitchen. During lean years, golden cornbread meant hope. Color like coins. Cracklings proving pork still available. Every slice promising prosperity. Wealth baking at 425 degrees. Golden brown surface cracked and crusty. Cracklings studded throughout. Steam rising with corn pork smell. Crispy outside, tender crumb inside. Lucille's crackling cornbread fed family every January 1st for 40 years. Daughters learning recipe. Grandchildren requesting it. Golden bread becoming luck itself. Every bite carried message. Wealth looks like gold. Tastes like pork. Prosperity bakes in cast iron. New Year colored like coins. Number 7. Raised cabbage with caraway. Midnight struck, and German grandmothers needed one vegetable whose very shape promised. Longevity cabbage cut into strands, representing long life itself. Cabbage, caraway seeds. Long strands meaning long life. January 1st, 1953, Cincinnati, Ohio. German families, all cooking same vegetable same way. Greta Hoffman braised her first New Year's cabbage in January 1912, Milwaukee. Mother explaining, long cabbage strands equal long life. Shortcut cabbage equals short life. Cut matters. Greta sliced cabbage head into thin, long strips. She melted butter in heavy pot. Added cabbage, caraway seeds, salt. Covered, raised slow for hour. Cabbage wilted, softened, released sweetness. Caraway bloomed fragrant. Steam carried promise of years ahead. During World War I, cabbage meant endurance, stored through winter in root cellars, lasting when other vegetables failed. Long strands promising long survival. Hope braising in covered pot. Pale green strands collapsed soft, butter glistening. Caraway scent rising. Silky texture, sweet taste. Greta's long strand rule became family law. Daughters cutting carefully, never chopping short. Grandchildren measuring strand length. Longevity living in knife work. Every strand carried message. Length determines life. Cut carefully what you eat. New Year stretches long as cabbage. Number 8. Ham, hock, and beans. When Appalachian families needed proof that meat would last all year, they simmered bones with beans until both became tender, symbolizing abundance, stretching further than expected. Ham, hock, white beans. Meat on bone promising prosperity. January 1st, 1950. Knoxville, Tennessee. Mountain families all simmering same pot. Ruby Carter cooked her first New Year's beans in January 1934. Smoky Mountains. Grandmother teaching. Meat on bone means wealth lasts. Beans swell, promise multiplies. Together, unstoppable luck. Ruby placed ham hock in large pot, covered with cold water. Brought to boil, skimmed foam. Added dried white beans, onion, bay leaf. Simmered 4 hours. Meat fell off bone. Beans softened, absorbed pork flavor. Broth thickened rich and brown. Steam rose with promise. During Depression, bones meant survival. Meat clinging to them proving abundance still existed. Beans swelling double their size. Multiplication happening in pot. Hope simmering for hours. Ham hock fallen apart. White beans suspended in brown broth. Smell of pork and earth. Silky beans, tender meat. Ruby's ham hock tradition fed family every January 1st for 30 years. Children requesting it. Neighbors learning recipe. Bones and beans becoming prosperity itself. Every spoonful carried message. Wealth clings to bones. Abundance multiplies in water. New Year simmers into richness. If you're still watching, you're tougher than most. Hit like if these luck traditions hit different. Number 9. Turnip greens and ham. When Southern families needed vegetables that represented transformation from bitter to sweet, they chose greens so tough they required hours of cooking to become tender. Turnip greens. Ham. Bitterness transformed through patience. January 1st, 1945. Birmingham, Alabama. Every black family cooking same bitter to sweet transformation. Before 1945, turnip greens eaten anytime. After war ended, New Year's greens must be turnip. Bitterness conquered on first day sets tone for year. Willie Mae Jackson cooked her first New Year's turnips in January 1931. Mumble. Mama teaching, start year bitter, end sweet. Greens show transformation possible. Patience brings reward. Willie Mae washed turnip greens 3 times, sand clinging stubborn. She boiled ham pieces in water for hour. Added greens, pushed them down into pot. Covered, simmered 3 hours. Greens turned from bitter to mild. Ham made them rich. Bitterness mellowed into something edible. Liquid turned bronze with minerals. During hard times, turnip greens meant hope. Starting bitter, but becoming sweet. Transformation visible in pot. Patience creating edibility. Promise simmering for hours. Dark green leaves collapsed silky. Ham pieces studded throughout. Steam rising with mineral smell. Bitterness gone. Richness arrived. Willie Mae's turnip tradition spread through churches. Women teaching transformation principle. Bitter becoming sweet, becoming family wisdom. Patience living in greens. Every bite carried message. Bitter times become sweet through patience. Transformation requires heat and time. New Year changes what seemed unchangeable. Number 10. Sauerkraut balls. Midnight passed and Pennsylvania Dutch families needed luck in portable foam-fermented cabbage fried golden, each ball representing a coin to come. Sauerkraut, breadcrumbs, fried golden, each ball representing coin. January 1st, 1954. Reading, Pennsylvania. German families all frying same golden promises. Anna Yoder fried her first sauerkraut balls in January 1922, Lancaster County. Grandmother explaining, round shape means full circle luck. Golden color means gold coins. Eat dozen, get dozen lucky months. Anna drained sauerkraut, squeezed it dry. Mixed with mashed potatoes, onions, flour, formed into small balls. Rolled in beaten egg and breadcrumbs. Fried in hot lard until deep golden brown. Exterior crisped crunchy. Interior stayed soft, tangy. Grease crackled. Kitchen filled with cabbage fried smell. During rationing years, using precious lard for this meant belief ran deep. Each ball representing coming wealth. Round shape meaning completion. Golden meaning coins arriving. Faith frying in hot fat. Golden brown balls piled high. Steam rising through crispy coating. Crunch giving way to tangy softness. Each one looking like coin. Anna's sauerkraut balls became New Year's requirement. Daughters learning to form them. Grandchildren counting dozen. 12 balls for 12 lucky months. Every ball carried message. Shape your luck round and golden. Fortune fries in hot lard. New Year tastes like fermented cabbage and promise. Number 11. SALT pork and greens. When families needed proof that preserved meat would sustain them through the year, they paired it with greens in a combination symbolizing stored wealth, meeting growing prosperity. Salt pork, mustard greens. Preservation meeting growth. January 1st, 1946, Raleigh, North Carolina. Southern families all cooking same symbolic combination. James Washington cooked his first New Year's greens in January 1928, South Carolina. Father teaching, salt pork proves you preserved wisely. Fresh greens prove earth still provides. Together, complete prosperity. James sliced salt pork into strips. Fried pieces until fat rendered clear. Added washed mustard greens to hot fat. Covered, let them wilt and soften. Steam-cooked greens tender. Salt from pork seasoned everything. Grease-coated leaves green and glistening. Pork pieces crisp golden. During Depression, this combination meant survival wisdom. Salt pork lasting months in cellar. Greens growing fresh even in winter. Past preservation meeting present abundance. Hope cooking in rendered fat. Dark greens glistening with pork fat. Crispy meat pieces scattered through. Steam rising with mineral meat smell. Silky greens, crunchy pork. James's salt pork method became family tradition. Sons learning to render fat properly. Grandchildren understanding preservation symbolism. Stored meeting fresh becoming prosperity. Every bite carried message. Preserve wisely. Prosper continuously. Past preparation meets present abundance. New Year combines what you save with what earth provides. Number 12. New Year's pretzels. Midnight arrived, and German-American grandmothers needed bread shaped so specifically that the twist itself represented arms embracing incoming good fortune. Pretzels. Twisted specifically. Arms crossed embracing luck. January 1st, 1948, Allentown, Pennsylvania. German bakeries all twisting same symbolic shape. Klaus Weber twisted his first New Year's pretzels in January 1895, Philadelphia. Father explaining, pretzel shape represents arms crossed in prayer. 3 holes represent Trinity. Eat on New Year's. Embrace blessing. Klaus mixed flour, water, yeast, salt into smooth dough. Let it rise warm spot. Rolled dough into long ropes. Twisted each rope into pretzel-shaped loop crossed, ends tucked. boiled in water with baking soda, baked until deep brown. Crust turned shiny, crispy. Interior stayed soft, chewy. Salt crystals sparkled. During hard times, pretzel shape meant faith. Arms crossed accepting whatever comes. 3 holes representing Father, Son, Spirit. Twisted bread becoming prayer. Hope baking at 450 degrees. Deep brown pretzels shining with salt. 3 holes visible. Twisted arms embracing air. Crispy outside, chewy inside. Klaus's pretzel tradition spread through German communities. Sons learning correct twist. Grandchildren counting 3 holes. Embracing luck becoming edible. Every pretzel carried message. Shape determines meaning. Embrace fortune with crossed arms. New Year twisted into prayer. Would you twist pretzels to embrace good luck? Or would you skip the symbolism? Drop a comment, I want to know how far you'd go for fortune. Number 13. Vassilopita, Greek New Year's bread. When Greek-American families needed luck chosen by fate itself, they baked a coin into bread, so whoever found it would carry the entire family's fortune for the year. Sweet bread, hidden coin. Fate choosing fortune bearer. January 1st, 1952, Tarpon Springs, Florida. Greek families all baking same coin-filled bread. Katerina Papadopoulos baked her first vassilopita in January 1920, New York City. Grandmother explaining, St. Basil's bread hides coin. Finder gets blessing. Fate decides through cake. Katerina mixed flour, butter, sugar, eggs, milk into sweet dough. Added orange zest, Malapi spice. Kneaded until smooth, silky. Wrapped silver coin in foil. Pressed it into center of dough. Shaped into round loaf. Brushed with egg wash. Baked until golden brown. Crust turned glossy. Inside stayed tender, sweet. Orange scent-filled kitchen. During immigrant years, this tradition meant connection to homeland. Greek custom surviving in America. Coin hidden representing mystery of fortune. Fate deciding luck through bread. Hope baking at 350 degrees. Golden round loaf with cross scored on top. Sweet orange smell. Tender crumb, buttery richness. Coin hidden somewhere inside. Katerina's vassilopita became yearly ritual. Family gathering after midnight. Father cutting, distributing slices. Everyone searching for coin. Finder chosen by Providence. Every slice carried message. Luck hides in unexpected places. Fate chooses fortune through bread. New Year's blessings come to the coins choose. Number 14. King cake. Midnight passed, and New Orleans families needed traditions so specific that finding a hidden trinket guaranteed that finder would host next year's party, luck becoming obligation. Braided sweet bread, hidden baby figurine. Finding it meaning you host next year. January 1st, 1949, New Orleans, Louisiana. Catholic families all baking same obligation luck. Marie Budrow baked her first king cake in January 1932, French Quarter. Grandmother teaching. Baby represents Christ child. Finder receives blessing and burden. Luck comes with responsibility. Marie mixed flour, butter, sugar, eggs, cinnamon into rich dough. Braided 3 ropes together, formed into circle. Tucked tiny porcelain baby inside before final rise. Baked until golden. Glazed with sugar icing. Decorated with purple, green, gold sugar Mardi Gras colors. Bread turned sweet, rich, festive. During Depression, king cake meant community. Finding baby meaning you must give next year. Blessing requiring generosity. Luck tied to obligation. Responsibility baking in circle. Braided circle glazed white. Purple, green, gold sugar sparkling. Sweet smell. Tender crumb. Hidden baby somewhere inside. Marie's king cake became family law. Children hoping to find baby. Adults knowing finding meant hosting. Luck and duty braided together. Every slice carried message. Luck comes with responsibility. Blessing requires giving back. New Year's fortune means you serve others. Number 15. Pickled herring and cream. When Scandinavian American families needed the simplest abundance symbol possible, they served fish so silver-colored that eating it meant swallowing coins themselves. Herring, cream sauce. Silver fish representing silver coins. January 1st, 1950, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Swedish and Norwegian families all eating same silver fish. Before 1950, herring eaten anytime. After scarcity years, New Year's herring must be first food. Silver fish at midnight guarantees silver dollars all year. Lars Johansson served his first New Year's herring in January 1915, Wisconsin. Father explaining, herring silver like coins. Swim in schools meaning abundance. Preserved in brine meaning wealth lasts. Eat at midnight. Guarantee prosperity. Lars drained pickled herring fillets. Made cream sauce sour cream, onions, dill, white pepper. Layered herring with sauce in glass bowl. Refrigerated overnight. Flavors melted. Herring softened. Onions mellowed. Dill bloomed fragrant. Cream turned silky. During hard times, herring meant abundance. One barrel lasting months. Fish preserved meaning security. Silver color representing coins. School suggesting multiplication. Hope swimming in cream. Silver herring pieces in white sauce. Onion rings translucent. Dill specks green. Smell of brine and cream. Lars's herring tradition lasted 5 generations. Sons continuing. Grandchildren eating silver fish at midnight. Abundance swimming in cream. Every bite carried message. Wealth swims in schools. Silver fish become silver dollars. New Year preserved in brine and cream. If you're still watching, you're learning secrets your grandparents knew. Comment which tradition your family followed. Number 16. Fried catfish. Midnight struck, and Southern families needed fish so specifically chosen that the direction it swims determined fortune's direction forward into prosperity, never backward. Whole catfish, fried golden. Fish swim forward, never backward. January 1st, 1947, Clarksdale, Mississippi. River families all frying same forward-swimming fish. Roosevelt Johnson fried his first New Year's catfish in January 1933, Delta region. Grandfather explaining, fish swim forward into New Year. Chicken scratch backward. Eat fish, move forward. Eat chicken, go backward. Roosevelt cleaned catfish, kept head-on proof of direction. Dredged in cornmeal, salt, pepper. Heated lard in cast iron skillet until shimmering hot. Slid catfish into grease. Skin crisped instantly. Meat stayed tender, flaky. Cornmeal crust turned golden brown. Grease popped, crackled. Kitchen filled with river fish smell. During Depression, eating whole fish meant symbolism mattered. Head showing swim direction. Forward motion visible. Never eating chicken on January 1st. Direction determining fortune. Progress frying in hot lard. Golden catfish, head intact. Cornmeal crust crispy. White meat flaking tender. Fish clearly swimming forward. Roosevelt's catfish rule became family law. Sons frying whole fish. Grandchildren learning direction matters. Forward motion becoming edible fortune. Every bite carried message. Direction determines destination. Swim forward into prosperity. New Year moves where you pointed. Number 17. Oyster stew. When coastal families needed luck from the sea itself, they served stew so rich in silver that each oyster represented a coin, and the cream meant wealth multiplied. Oysters, cream, sea wealth meeting dairy richness. January 1st, 1951, Charleston, South Carolina. Coastal families all eating same silver-gray stew. Margaret Sullivan made her first oyster stew in January 1938, Savannah. Mother teaching, oysters are sea's coins. Cream multiplies wealth. Together, unstoppable abundance. Coastal prosperity in one bowl. Margaret shucked fresh oysters over bowl, saving every drop of liquor. Heated butter in saucepan. Added oysters with their liquor. Cooked just until edges curled. Poured in cream, heated gentle, never boiling. Added salt, pepper, dash of hot sauce. Oysters plumped. Cream turned pale gray. Butter glistened golden on surface. During lean years, oyster stew meant luxury. Oysters harvested free from marshes, each one looking like coin. Cream turning it rich, sea providing what land couldn't. Wealth warming in saucepan. Pale gray stew with oysters floating. Butter pools golden. Steam rising with brine smell. Silky cream, plump oysters. Margaret's oyster stew became family tradition. Daughters learning not to boil cream. Grandchildren understanding sea's wealth. Coastal fortune floating in bowls. Every spoonful carried message. Sea provides silver coins. Cream multiplies ocean's wealth. New Year swims in buttery richness. Number 18. Honey cake. When Jewish American families needed the year ahead sweetened from the very first bite, they baked cakes so honey-soaked that eating it meant consuming sweetness for 12 months. Honey cake. Sweet year ahead guaranteed. January 1st, 1953, Brooklyn, New York. Jewish families all baking same honey-soaked promise. Rachel Goldstein baked her first honey cake in January 1925. Lower East Side. Bub teaching, honey sweetens new year. Dark cake represents depth of blessing. Spices represent variety of good fortune. Sweet beginning guarantees sweet ending. Rachel mixed flour, honey, sugar, eggs, oil. Added cinnamon, ginger, cloves, allspice. Stirred in strong black coffee for depth. Poured into loaf pan. Baked slow until dark brown, fragrant. Top cracked slightly. Inside stayed moist, dense. Honey made it sweet without being cloying. Spices warmed every bite. During hard times, honey meant hope, sweetness when life was bitter. Dark cake representing richness to come. Spices suggesting variety of blessings. One cake containing entire year's promise. Dark brown loaf cracked on top. Honey spice smell. Dense, moist texture. Sweet warmth in every bite. Rachel's honey cake lasted 70 years. Daughters baking same recipe. Grandchildren requesting it every January. Sweetness becoming family tradition. Every slice carried message. Begin sweet, stay sweet. Honey guarantees kindness ahead. New Year tastes of spices and hope. Number 19. New Year's donuts. Ole Ballen. Midnight passed, and Dutch-American families needed luck in its purest geometric form fried. Dough balls so perfectly round that each one represented a complete circle of fortune. Dutch fried dough. Perfectly round. Complete circle meaning complete luck. January 1st, 1946, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Dutch families all frying same round promises. Helena van der Meer fried her first oliebollen in January 1908, Holland, Michigan. Grandmother explaining, round means complete. No beginning, no end. Eat dozen round balls. Guarantee complete luck. Shape is everything. Helena mixed flour, milk, eggs, yeast into thick batter. Added raisins, apple pieces, lemon zest. Let rise until doubled. Heated lard deep in heavy pot until shimmering. Dropped spoonfuls of batter into hot fat. Dough puffed instantly. Turned golden brown. Fried until crispy outside, fluffy inside. Drained, rolled in powdered sugar while hot. During war years, using precious ingredients meant belief ran deep. Each ball perfect sphere. Round meaning wholeness. No corners meaning no bad luck hiding. Completeness frying in hot lard. Golden balls dusted white with sugar. Steam escaping. Crispy shell, fluffy interior. Raisins and apple, sweetening each bite. Helena's oliebollen became family requirement. Children learning to form round. Grandchildren counting dozen. Perfect circles becoming perfect luck. Every ball carried message. Completeness requires no corners. Round fortune has no weak spots. New Year shaped like sphere of possibility. Number 20. 12 grape compote. When Spanish-American families needed luck measured precisely, they stewed exactly 12 grapes, one for each month, until the sweetness of the year ahead became tangible. 12 grapes. 12 months. 12 chances for luck. January 1st, 1955. Tampa, Florida. Spanish families all eating same counted fruit. Before 1955. Grapes eaten randomly. After Spanish tradition arrived, 12 grapes at midnight mandatory. Each grape representing 1 month. Miss 1 grape, lose 1 month's luck. Carmen Rodriguez made her first 12-grape compote in January 1940, Ybor City. Abuela teaching. Eat 12 grapes as clock strikes 12. 1 per bell. Each month gets blessing. Count wrong, lose luck. Carmen measured exactly 12 grapes per person. Simmered them gentle in water with sugar, cinnamon stick. Grapes softened but kept shape. Syrup thickened slightly. Cinnamon bloomed fragrant. Each grape became sweet, plump, individual promise. During hard times, counting grapes meant control. 12 months ahead. 12 chances. Each grape representing 30 days. Control living in counting. Future measured in fruit. 12 purple grapes in light syrup. Cinnamon stick floating. Each grape distinct, countable. Sweet smell, soft texture. Carmen's 12-grape tradition became family law. Children learning to count with bells. Grandchildren racing clock. 12 grapes for 12 months becoming unbreakable rule. Every grape carried message. Future comes 1 month at time. Count your blessings precisely. New Year measured in 12 sweet chances. Would you eat 12 grapes at midnight to guarantee luck? Or would you skip the counting ritual? Drop a comment. I want to know if you'd follow your grandparents' rules. These 20 recipes tell our grandparents' real story. Not about superstition. About control when life felt uncontrollable. Black-eyed peas for pennies. Pork rooting forward. Greens representing dollars. Fish swimming ahead. 12 grapes for 12 months. They needed to believe food controlled fate. Because sometimes belief is survival. These weren't just meals. These were promises cooked into existence. Which tradition would you follow? Which luck would you eat? Comment below. I'm reading every one. And if these forgotten recipes moved you, hit subscribe. Because our grandparents' wisdom deserves remembering. Happy New Year. May your greens be tender, your pork root forward, and your pot liquor bring wealth.